The future belongs to those who believe in it. There are those who simply look to the future. Then there are those who hold on to its promise. A promise made real by Vistaland. Today, Vistaland is the largest builder of homes in the Philippines, growing in billions of ways in over 38 provinces throughout the country. It is spread beyond 65 cities and municipalities with 42 vertical residences and close to 300,000 homes now built for Filipinos. Camellia has changed Filipino families forever by recreating a future that is about families reaching out to each other. Crown Asia is as much about exquisite homes as it is about the celebration of life. Brittany brought a world of luxury to Filipinos with homes that define the ultimate in sophistication and elegance. Vista Residences redefine city living by allowing one to live well and live in the moment. In its strong belief in the future, Vistaland has created homes worth passing on from generation to generation. Homes that are investments for the future, so more Filipino families can look to a breathtaking vista of tomorrow. Vistaland, building a future worth living.
This is Patrick. He likes maps and camping. The outdoors and wildlife make him feel safe. He's worried about moving to Manila next year. But his parents say he'll be fine. He's set to make Vista GL Taft his university home. He's relieved to find that his target university is only a short walking distance away. And look, right across his building is a hospital. And if he has somewhere he needs to get to, there are 2 train stations just walking distances away. Such convenience. No time wasted. He feels safe and secure even if it rains heavily. You know how it is these days. Other university homes include Vista Heights, neighboring National Teachers College, Technological Institute of the Philippines, La Consolacion College, Centro Escolar University, and San Beda College. And even up north in Chile, Baguio City, 3 blocks away from the Convent of the Pink Sisters is Vista Brent Hill Baguio. A close distance away from Brent Baguio, one of the oldest and most prestigious international schools in the country. Students must feel like they're on vacation all year round. In the Katipunan area, where students love to explore the area for new places to eat and hang out, is the recently launched university home, Vista Point, which makes everything all the more accessible. Ateneo de Manila University, Miriam College, University of the Philippines, and the Center for Culinary Arts are all nearby. Along the diverse and interesting streets of Recto is Vista Recto, which is close to the University Belt area. Sarah is Patrick's older cousin who lives along Taft. Her university is only a short walking distance away. Whenever she needs to commute, she gets to the train station quickly and safely. Oh, and there are other schools and universities nearby. Vista Residences believes that there should be no safer place than home. That is why majority of the students choose Vista Residences. True to being the home within school distance, all our university residences have comfortable lobbies where your friends and study groupmates can meet up. Our lobbies are guarded and equipped with CCTV systems to ensure your safety. And study pods where students can peacefully and efficiently do their schoolwork. Our university homes have e-libraries, completely modern and ideal learning hubs where reading choices are endless. We also have multi-purpose halls where you can host parties, school meetings, study groups, and other activities. Keeping fit? Fitness centers are conveniently available in all our university homes. For students like Sarah and Patrick, schoolwork can be overwhelming at times. That's why Vista Residences designed amenities for the much-deserved breaks, where they can have fun and relax. And sky lounges that use solar panels, so you get to marvel at the views while taking care of our awesome planet. Wherever the dream school or university may be, or whether you aspire to be a future architect, visual artist, business professional, or culinary expert, Vista Residences exerts its best effort to make sure there's a comfortable, convenient, and secured home away from home. Vista Residences. Student living redefined.
Nothing is as precious as life's fleeting moments. In them, we feel alive. In them, we see the things that matter most. Vista Residences lets you live in these moments by being just a heartbeat away from everything. Whether in pursuit of dreams or in pursuit of the best things in life, no one should be too far away from where their passions reside. We create beautiful spaces to live in the middle of the city, so anyone can make of the moment and live those moments beautifully. At Vista Residences, we're proud to build according to the idea of the global Filipino. We set our sights to global standards while keeping to a distinctly Filipino touch. At Vista Residences, one will never be away from where the heart is, because we will always be in the heart of the city. Whether for leasing or for owning, make an investment that matters. Invest in Vista Residences. It is where life's best moments happen.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are coming at you live. How's everyone doing today? It is June 5, and wow, we are already halfway through 2021.
Yeah, grabe. The year has gone by so fast, and it's hard to believe that it's already June. And uy, malapit na mag 6-6. We all know what that means, right, Ivan?
Oo nga, be sure to stay tuned to see what Vista Residences has in store for 6-6.
How exciting for our viewers at home, no? Not only is this episode of Investment Lab a real treat sa mga organization enthusiasts, may pa-surprise din ang Vista Residences. Speaking of our viewers, let's check how everyone's doing in the comments section.
All right. From Javel, yay, so excited. Yeah, we're excited too for this event.
And we have a comment from Raquel. Best quality investment. # Vista Residences. So true.
Okay, one more. From Ma'am Ethel, excited for today's investment lab. I see everyone's excited, so we can't wait to get this show started.
And all right.
One more.
One more comment. Watching live from Mandaluyong from Miss Rika. Thanks for watching.
All right. Again, Vista afternoon, everyone. We would like to welcome you to a very special installment of Vista Residences Investment Lab series in partnership with AllHome, named Tidying Up Your Condo. But before anything else, we would like to first introduce ourselves. Hi, my name's Ivan.
And I'm Diane, and we'll be your hosts for today's episode of Investment Lab. So, Ivan, are you just as excited as I am for what's in store today?
Of course I am. That's why, before we start, we would like to encourage everyone to like and share this live stream because we will also be giving out prizes for our raffle sponsored by AllHome. All you have to do is like, share, and drop a comment below when you're done with the first two steps.
Wow, yeah, that sounds super exciting. May pa-raffle din pa tayo. So let's get right to it and start our program. In the last episode of Investment Lab, we got to hear from Mr. Jan Custodio about the current and the future projects happening in Quezon City.
Oh yeah, that's right. We learned a lot from that talk, and I can't wait to see what's in store for today's event.
So for today naman, we have something a little different. For the previous weeks, we've been taking a look at the macro factors in the real estate industry. So now let's dig deeper and get a micro perspective on condo living. Ikaw, Ivan, neat freak ka ba?
Well, I've always been the type to have a routine, and I like things organized, but we all have those days where we just have a hard time doing it frequently, diba? Especially if you live in a condo alone. It's a struggle to keep it neat and clean while balancing everything you have to do, like work and errands.
That's so true. It's definitely a challenge for condo residents to fit their entire life's belongings sa 21 square meters lang. So, good thing that's our topic for today.
Yes, that's true. So, in this partnership with AllHome, we are happy to present that our guest speaker for today is the expert herself. Our guest speaker has been in practice of professional interior design since 2001. After earning her degree at the University of Santo Tomas and her professional license in the same year, she had worked for the very prestigious design studio Atelier Almario, where she worked for 8 years as a senior designer. Her experience with the firm cultivated her expertise and mastery in residential design with traditional, transitional, Asian modern, industrial, and contemporary interiors as her piece de resistance. From 2011, she has worked with Vista Land as their in-house interior designer for their condo and residential projects. In 2016, she has set focus on the retail and commercial arm of the Villar Group, All Value and Vista Mall, the group that piloted the brand's coffee project, All Day Supermarket, Bake My Day, Market Liberty, Kinder City, Vista Cinemas, and last but not the least, AllHome. To date, she has designed over 100 residential homes, retail stores, cinemas, and malls, combined and continues to tell the story of design in the group's ever-growing roster of business ventures. So without further ado, and that was a mouthful, let's welcome the design director of All Value Holding Corporation, interior designer Doris Andy.
So, let's just wait for Miss Doris.
Okay,
Um,
here she comes.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Doris.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon
I-
po.
Sorry about that.
It's okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Previous weeks, we've been taking a look at the macro factors in the real estate industry.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay, shall we start? Good afternoon. Thank you, Vista Residences Investment Lab, for inviting me once again. I hope everyone in the event is doing well. Our topic for today is how to tidy up our condo space. Why is tidying up our space important to us? There is a study published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin that people who describe their living spaces as cluttered or full of unfinished projects were more likely to be fatigued and depressed than people who describe them stressful and organized. Researchers found that being around disorganization makes it harder for our brain to focus. So when do we start? How do we start? First, we need to identify our basic essential and what to retain. When we start to declutter, let's decide what to keep instead of what to let go. Sometimes kasi pag inisip na natin what to let go, wala tayong gustong i-let go. So let's decide what is it that we want to keep. Identify the things you want around you. This way, it becomes instantly more clear what things you're okay with letting go. Keeping things that are essential to your best life, add up to your overall well-being. Okay, first, how to declutter ba? We have to create a decluttering checklist. That's the number one step. You have to be ready. You have to have your checklist. It's a lot easier to declutter when you have a visual representation of what you need to get started. O yung what to do first, what to do last. So dun pa lang pasok na talaga yung organization. And then second, you try to view your home as a first-time visitor. Kasi minsan when we're all comfortable, we tend to accept, we want to get immune with what we have in our space. So try to visit your home as a first-time visitor. Enter your home as if you're in the home of a friend. Write down your first impression on how clean and organized or what needs to be done to feel maaliwalas. And then, dun sa mga first-timer, this is what is recommended for the first-timers. No? Kasi ako, what I do, I have 3 boxes. I have trash, giveaway, and keep. For the first-timers, try to use the 4 boxes. Syempre, dito muna, identify muna natin. First box, you label it as your trash. Second box, stuff to give away. Third box, stuff to keep. And then fourth box, stuff to relocate. Especially if you have naman a generous amount of storage, you can afford to relocate. But for small spaces, minsan nilalet go rin natin yung stuff minsan we really omit that. No, this way it will help you see how many items you really own, and you'll know exactly what to do with each item. And of course, kasama sa pag-start ng decluttering, let's have a generous mindset, generous to ourselves and generous to other people. If you try to give 1 item away each day, in a year, meron kang 365 item na nabibigay mo to whoever you want to give it to. Donate your clothes that you never wear, or discard the clothes you never touch for months. Or like for me, for example, my daughter, yung mga clothes niya nung ages 3 to 5, I donate it to the orphanage para naman may iba ring makinabang, hindi lang siya na nakapark sa closet. So we also need to have that generous mindset. Or yung iba naman, yung entrepreneur mindset ninyo, yung mga second hand, di ba? Pwede pa ring ibenta at a lower cost. So ito yung mga motivation natin to really declutter and organize our small space. All right, so when you're ready, you have your checklist. It's time to review your space. For a small space, we can apply the same concept of a building. We use the height. We think vertically. So we install shelves up high. Making the most use of vertical space means both playing around with taller items or a shelving unit that you install yung highest possible that it can be installed. You have to maximize the height, and then you organize first. If you have a built-in storage, i-organize nyo muna doon. Don't purchase any stand-alone storage until you have exhausted all your built-in storage. Kasi maaayos naman natin yan if we only eliminate stuff. We do not need another bulky storage just to store your mga not really essential stuff. All right, and then second, if you can see sa photo, we have open shelves. We made use of bins and baskets. Ito naman yung dito lalabas yung personality ng homeowner, ng the owner. You can play with colors, textures, different shapes, different sizes. If you have open shelves, keep them organized, pwedeng wicker baskets or bowls. The lack of cabinetry, the one with doors, hindi naman yun, that doesn't mean that our storage space is cut out. So you can also use storage boxes, decorative ones. That will do the trick. Okay. Third, in terms of choosing furniture, then doon na tayo sa pag-observe ng space natin. Let's choose linear tables to save that much needed floor space. We can consider wall-mounted shelves and a floating desk over bulky pieces. Marami niyan. Actually, if you will visit the nearest AllHome store sa area ninyo, maraming options si AllHome. No, we can also consider installing furnishings that can fold up when not in use. So, pag finold natin siya, super slim, itatabi lang natin in one side, and then voila, may additional space ka na ulit. Also, for beds naman, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na yung bed na, they call it Murphy bed eh. Yung may mechanism na naka-fold and then gaganon siya. Pwede rin yun. Or if you're not really comfortable with the mechanism like that, try to work on beds that has drawers at the bottom. Or if you want, pwede rin naman beds with open underneath and then you can store boxes there. So really, it's identifying the space that you can use to store your basic essentials. Alright, so kung nakapili na tayo ng mga furniture natin, again, another tip pala, when furnishing your condo, okay lang if hindi kompleto in one shopping schedule or in one visit sa AllHome. It's alright kasi ang lagi kong advice, do not settle for something na sa tingin mo hindi okay sa space because you don't want to spend on it kung hindi naman talaga siya pasok dun sa space. And nakakapanghinayang if you settle for something and then the following week nakita mo yung perfect, 'di ba? Parang meron ka ng dalawa. So what will you do sa una? What will you do dun sa nabili mo nung una? So it's a matter of really studying your space. When studying your space, when laying out your floor plan, you also need to embrace symmetry. Symmetry means balance. This doesn't mean that everything in your apartment home needs to be matchy-matchy. Symmetry, balance, and clean layout can really help bring a sense of calm and order to a room. And then after that, you need to also add a nice mood lighting. A small room can really open up with the right lighting. Ako kasi I'm a fan of directional lights, indirect light, mood lighting. In addition to letting natural light shine in through the windows, we can also use additional lighting throughout our space to bring some additional warmth. Yung medyo may aliwalas, may mood. There's that warmness in our space. And then, ito pa pala, another option for beds, for small space. We have two types, no? We have the bunk beds and the loft bed. Bunk beds make full use of a room's vertical space. Again, think vertically na naman. Bunk beds, ito yung may dalawang bed. One at the bottom and then one at the top. Yung loft bed naman, ito yung bed sa taas and then it can be a desk unit at the underneath. So these are ideal for really small spaces. You use your height. Maximize the height of your condo space. Also, when you have a small space, it is advisable to choose round tables, especially side tables. Round tables provide better use of space in small areas than square because there are no corners. And then they are highly sociable and they create less crowding when sitting down. Another decor accessory in our homes are the mirrors. Mirrors can also help make the space feel bigger, giving the illusion of a doubled up space. So we can opt for a full wall mirror. If you don't have naman a big wall, okay din yun. Anything mirror, you just have to get the perfect size. Size is important, perfect size dun sa designated wall mo for mirror. And mirror kasi aside from doubling up the space, it reflects light. So yung space natin, kung maliit siya and then you only have one set of windows, adding a mirror in a wall somehow add light to the room. And in relation to that, we can also invest in see-through furniture pieces. See-through meaning we choose furniture that's made of glass, plexiglass, or acrylic, or anything see-through materials that can create illusion of space. Parang they create that illusion of space with fewer visual breaks kasi nagpo-float siya. So, if you notice dito sa photo, no, hindi natin agad ma-notice yung chair and the table. We notice the white wall, the artwork, because lumagpas yung mata natin dun sa furniture itself because it's see-through. All right. So after the furniture pieces, one important factor for you to really have a pleasant room, especially if it's small, is your paint color. Choose monochromatic light shades to make a small room appear larger. Try to avoid a stark white, a warm white, pale blue or light gray is much softer. But it depends on your personality, on your mood. Sometimes a taupe tint can work with the small room if you have your mirror, if you plan your furniture well. For the paint, it should be maaliwalas. Try to avoid bright colors. I think hindi siya masyadong okay, especially you only have a small space eh. If you're working on space na living, dining, and bedroom, you'd want to prefer a more toned down monochromatic scheme. And then of course we also need to use plants as for something to lift up our mood. After you declutter, organize everything, a touch of green, a touch of plant adds up to your mood talaga. Think of your plants as important pieces of decor in each of your rooms because they are really important. Ibang kasiyahang nadudulot ng plants, like my plants. All right, so yun na yung mga basic natin, and then eto naman yung mga we will go into detail na, no. Yung underbed area natin, we have also options of beds or sofa beds in AllHome na may what I call that is trundle bed. So you can create a second sleeping area that slides under. Merong mga foldable, kasi foldable may mechanism din yun eh. For those who are really not comfortable with yung mga complicated mechanism, okay lang. Eto, may wheel lang yung sa baba and then it's like a trundle bed. So after, aside from your sofa seat, there's a second bed hidden, tucked under your sofa. Alright, and then we also can use the inside of our cabinet doors. I'm sure ito, marami na ito sa mga tips, no? Parang na-oversee lang siya. Let's try to work on it. Some Some put their mirror dun sa loob. Pero you can also, let's say, for example, here, naka-blackboard siya and may hooks. It adds up, functionality dun sa space. It's like maximizing each corner, each space. Ito nga, door ng cabinet na maximize pa natin. Alright, next would be yung hooks. And the hooks, maraming option yan. You can make it decorative and functional. Closets naman, make sure, kanina kitchen cabinet ngayon, make sure our closets are 100% used. We can also install hooks, mirrors, or our organizer, di ba? Our scarf organizer. Let's use it dun sa door ng closet natin. Also, you can stick hooks on the wall to hang towels, robes, and any other must-haves. Marami ng decorative hooks also available in AllHome. Marami dyan that will match your personality, whether it be industrial or funky or medyo young. So one small detail then na pwede natin gamitin is to use containers, canisters. We can actually choose a color, di ba? Parang when you're opening your pantry or your cabinet, it's really nice to see it organized or properly labeled. Especially the clear canister kasi kita natin yung laman. And then you just, pwedeng DIY label or if you want yung mga tinatype. It's a fun, we need to also infuse fun in how we organize, no? I think each and every one of us has our own creative approach doing this, yung label, sort by color, fill up canisters. So there, yung decluttering routine na, make sure, at first, we need to motivate ourselves. And then once we are able to do, say, one room or one area, let's make it a routine. Let's make it a habit. Actually, it should be part of our lifestyle. Especially for small spaces, no? The smaller the space, the faster it's going to become messy. So it should be a routine, let's say weekly or once a month, para rin hindi tayo mahirapan. Aside from that, marami ring drawer organizer available sa AllHome. You can visit any store near you and we have all your decluttering and organizing stuff. All right. This tip naman, yung own as little as possible. Medyo mahirap to because as we go through a year, di ba, ang dami nating na-accumulate na stuff. But really, that's the trick. The trick is to own as little as possible. Identify your essential. Your stuff should fit the space. If you have a small space, you cannot really overwhelm your space with a lot of stuff. So before buying anything, ask yourself whether it's a need or a want. That will also help you limit not just your spending habit, but also minimize unnecessary stuff in your space. And this is a bonus tip. If you notice before and after, bonus tip to, make your own visual inspiration. Choose one part of your condo, let's say like your kitchen or counter or closet, and then take a photo of it before and after, and you'll see how it can change your mindset. It can change your mood. Kasi organize, parang it's easier to organize the things you need to do in a day pag alam mong maaliwalas yung area mo. Yeah, so I will be sharing this with you. This is my personal space. This is a two-bedroom condo. The living and dining area is around 8.9 square meter. Last year, syempre nung nag-lockdown, I tried to really work on this area. Although ngayon marami na akong plans, no? Decluttering and organizing our home is really essential for our well-being. It also has been found to improve a person's mood as well as provide a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. So, nung nag-work from home na tayo, I tried to work on this. If you'll notice, no, the tips that I mentioned before applied na yon even before the lockdown begins. I am really preparing for a small space, how to furnish a small condo space. So I invested on see-through furniture. If you'll notice, I have ghost chairs and my tabletop is made of glass and the legs is not bulky. So I have a lot of leg room. So this is my workspace. This is also our dining space. If you'll notice, then I think vertically, if you'll notice the shelves, I maximize from bottom up to top yan hanggang ceiling. The bottom part, they are closed, drawer, combination of drawer and cabinet doors. If you also notice, I didn't use any handles. These are all hand grab para less gastos and then less kasi parang for me, if I can open and close a door without having that handle, okay lang din. It's a lot cleaner for me. And then I organize my books. This is my personality. I am an interior designer. And I also use decorative boxes, decorative containers. So really, the tips that I mentioned kanina, you can apply it in your own small spaces. It's just that, syempre, you also need to express yourself. Decluttering and tidying up our space is really an important way to practice self-care. So that's how it is connected. We need to practice self-care because it helps us to take control of our home and our life in general. Can you imagine if hindi ko naayos yung room ko? Would I be able to really work on a lot of interior projects over the course of that lockdown? Of course, di ba? Parang it started here. It started in my workplace. It started in my home. I need to tidy up. I need to declutter. Kasi yun na yung chance eh. We stayed at home na last year for the longest time. Because advice to everyone, I'm sure sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, we are all working hard. We are all trying to perform our best. We deserve a home that can give us the time, space, energy, and clarity to improve our health, happiness, and our overall well-being. So, being an interior designer, I really advise all my friends, my family to make it a habit, make it a lifestyle, make it a routine, yung decluttering and organizing, because it really ups up our overall well-being. There, so this is a small space. This is my living and dining, and this is my workspace. This is my workspace inside my condo. It's super small. It's super small. Parang ito. But everything is within reach. That's what I like. Everything is within reach. Everything is organized, and I have more time to think of my projects. Kasi I maintain a regular decluttering and organizing routine. Sinisingit ko talaga yan even if I am busy with all our projects. So that's it. I hope kahit marami pa tong tips but I edit it out dito sa tips na to because really ano na siya, if you apply it, malaking aliwalas na ang effect niyan sa space natin.
All right.
Yep, I think that's it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
Okay.
So, as someone who really finds organizing and cleaning spaces satisfying, talagang nag-enjoy po ako sa talk niyo, Miss Doris. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. Our viewers who are interior design enthusiasts must have really enjoyed as well. So, let me start the question and answer portion with a question of my own. What's your suggested frequency for decluttering your space based on your 4-box method?
Actually the frequency, ako personally, I do it twice a year because I am busy talaga. But I make sure kasi, I really make sure what I use, I keep. I mean, alam mo yun, what you use, you return it in its proper place. And I have a rule dito sa condo. I think it will also help that you have a rule so everyone follows. The decluttering the 4 boxes, I do that twice a year. Pag bakasyon.
Okay, ma'am.
Alright.
I have a question then po. What goes behind the decision-making process between choosing what to keep and what to give away?
Yeah, wow. Actually, it depends, no? It depends per individual. Kasi may naaral din ako before that it is related to our, may psychological effect or reason siya why some people find it hard to really let go, no? But for me, ako kasi, I don't know why, ako anong maaliwala. So, it's easier for me to really decide if at all I need something to really dispose. Titignan ko muna. Actually, that's the question na. Titignan ko muna, will this go to waste or can I give it to somebody else? Ganon ang decision making ko. I make sure that whatever it is that I remove from my condo, may makikinabang unless it's sobrang sira na. That's how I do it. Kumbaga yun kasama yun, yung kanina, yung generous mindset. You have to have it. It should be your lifestyle na.
Yes. So,
Okay, ma'am. Thanks
sustainable. Yeah. Sustainable mindset. Okay.
Yes.
So, let's check our comments section and hear what our viewers have to say. Because maybe they have some questions then for Miss Doris. Okay, so we have a question from David. Hi, Miss Doris. Good afternoon. Do you agree that decluttering your workspace can positively impact your productivity?
Of course, I absolutely agree. Yes.
Oo nga naman.
Very much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Although i-mention ko na kasi I also have my days wherein ang gulo ng desk ko. Sabi kasi nila ang artist daw ganun talaga. I must admit that there are days that my desk is in I make sure that malikpit ko siya. Kasi iba ang natutulong na productivity nun. Yeah, I'm not perfect. Basta, I make sure I clean thing before I sleep. I make sure organized na siya lahat.
Conscious effort talaga siya, no, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, here's another question from Chino. Hi, Miss Doris. Given the nature of Filipinos na medyo sentimental, how do you suggest po that homeowners be able to deal with disposing non-essential items that they find sentimental?
Yes.
It's a good question. Really good question.
It's a good question. Again, katulad ng sinabi ko before, na nagbasa na rin ako about that eh. I think it's psychological. Siguro we try to talk about it. We let's say, hindi ko sure, may mga kasambahay tayo, parents, relatives, or what. we try to talk about it and then ask why. Why is it important? What makes it important? If it's important, we compromise. Let's say, o sige, dito sa isang box nito, pwede bang dalawa lang ang maiwan and all others can be given away? Can you do that? I think kasi we also have to respect iba-iba tayo talaga ng mindset, and correct naman, tama yung question that masyadong sentimental ang mga Filipino. But I think it's about time na especially now na maraming condo spaces talagang maliliit and we don't have enough storage. It's about time that we practice na yung minimalist living. I mean, work on your basic essentials. It's about time that we practice that as well.
Okay,
Yes.
thanks, ma'am. Do we have any more questions?
Yeah, we have one more. Asking for your advice po. When choosing a bookshelf for a small room, is it better to customize based on your space and preference? Or should I just buy in store, which I think is more convenient and costs less? From EJ.
Yeah. Okay. Hi EJ. When buying a bookshelf for your room, first you have to identify the space and the size. That is very important. If you have a regular space and a standard bookshelf can fit in that space, it's advisable to buy na lang. But if you have, let's say, a really small space and then it's quite long, you want to use the width of your room and wala sa store, that's the time that you have it custom made. But if kaya naman na buy out, especially now na marami na talaga tayong options, it's more convenient and more practical. Basta ang sagot yung space and yung budget.
Okay, thank you,
That's
ma'am. One more.
Okay, there's one more question, ma'am, from Bea. Hi, Miss Doris. How do we prioritize stuff that we need to keep when decluttering? So, halos same question lang talaga, ma'am. Hirap lang yata maka-let go yung mga tanong.
Actually, last year, na-encounter ko rin yan. When I was, cleaning yung room ng daughter ko, ang dami niyang stuffed toy, ang dami niyang ganyan. Parang
Hirap
siya,
pakawalan.
actually, magkaiba kami. She's really willing to give her toys away.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Ako, wait, sa ano natin to binili? Parang ganyan. So what I
Very
did,
mature.
yeah, exactly. What I did, inedit ko na lang siya. Kasi hindi naman ako may-ari nun may daughter. So I edited. And inisip ko na lang na, yes, kanya So okay na rin sa akin. I just retained the stuff na yung a few memorable. Siguro out of 50, mga 10. Pwede na rin yun. More than just to have that memory. But the rest, we gave it away na.
All right. Thanks for that, ma'am.
So she has that minimalist mindset.
Yeah, just gotta live efficiently.
A 10-year-old kid having that mindset. Or maybe yun na yung generation nila. It can be that.
Yeah.
Sila.
So,
Ang generation natin before, yung mga talagang stuffed toy. Di ba?
bigay ni ganito, bigay ni ganyan.
Yes.
Oo nga po. So, that concludes our question and answer portion. Again, thank you, Miss Doris, for sharing your presentation with us.
Yes, thank you so much. Then I
Yes.
hope everyone enjoyed the presentation.
Yes, ma'am. We all did, ma'am. And I actually learned a lot, especially with the decluttering routine and to embrace symmetry in my space. What about you, Diane?
Yes, definitely. Her tip about the utilizing the backs of cabinet doors is super handy, and I'll be sure to incorporate that at home. So, with all of that being said, we're going to give our viewers a chance to comment below and request any topics that they'd like us to tackle in the next episode of Investment Lab.
Oo nga, baka may gusto kayong i-request na topic for future episodes. So please comment them so we can see your suggestions below.
Pero before we move on to the next segment, I just want to remind everyone at home watching to like and share this live stream and leave a comment as well so you can get the chance to win the raffle sponsored by AllHome later.
All right, let's now move on to the next part of our program. Smart Investments by Vista Residences. Make a smart choice. As you all know, Vista Residences is the vertical property arm of the country's largest home builder, Vista Land and Lifescapes. And with the newest addition in the University series, Kizuna Heights will help you achieve your Ikigai lifestyle. So, Kizuna Heights is located at 1306 Taft Avenue in Malate, Manila, with 2 unit types, both studio and 1 bedroom. They have 31 residential floors, 7 parking floors, and 1 commercial floor. And the building will be completed in the year 2025. The price starts at 5.3 million. So here are some examples of nearby establishments. We have malls, universities, and LRT stations nearby. So yeah, those are some of the examples. Okay,
All right.
your turn, Dan.
All right, thanks, Ivan. So now we're gonna talk about Sky Arts Manila. So Sky Arts Manila is where your passion lives. It's located in General Malvar Corner, Guerrero Street and Vasquez Street in Malate, Manila. Sky Arts has studio, 1 bedroom, and 2 bedroom kinds of units, and it consists of 36 residential floors, 6 parking floors, and 1 commercial floor. So just like Kizuna, Sky Arts will be completed by 2025 and prices start at 5.3 million. And here are some of the nearby establishments. It's really in the heart of Manila, no? So there's universities, schools, shopping centers, as well as transportation hubs.
So here we can see the map of the university series. The map is divided into, if I'm not mistaken, 3 areas. So the one on the left is the Manila area where you can see different towers in Taft. The one in the middle is the España area where you can see other towers near the University of Santo Tomas. And the one on the further right is Katipunan. So it's nearby Ateneo de Manila University. So that wraps it up. Pero we have one more special announcement for our viewers at home, right?
Yes, that's true. So as we mentioned earlier, malapit na ang 6-6. And of course, hindi tayo magpapatalo dito sa Vista Residences.
We are so excited to announce that we will be participating in the mid-year madness with Vista Residences 6-6 Condo Craze.
Yes, that's right. Vista Residences presents their 6-6 Condo Craze.
So, moving on to the last part of our program, we will be announcing the winners of our Share Our Livestream contest. We will be announcing 3 winners who can each win 500 pesos worth of gift certificates from AllHome. So, our first winner is Javel Villagen Asma. Thank you for a very informative afternoon on organizing small spaces. It really helps me because my mom and I, our mom and I's bonding is to declutter and do some do-it-yourself interior designs of our house. So congrats, Javel. You have won 500 pesos worth of gift certificates from AllHome.
Okay, and for our next winner, we have the tension.
Oh yeah, you just gotta build it up.
Um, so the
So
next 500 peso gift certificate from AllHome goes to.
drum roll. But while we're waiting, sobrang daming mabibili sa 500 pesos worth of gift certificates in all home, di ba,
Yes,
Dayan?
that's true. They can get all of those. Oh, here we have
Oh,
we
there it
have
is.
our winner, Miss Mini. So she says, "Thank you for sharing. Super informative. Hashtag Vista Residences." So congrats po on your gift
Congrats.
certificate.
And for our last winner, yeah, it goes to Victoria Pili. Hashtag Vista Residences, hashtag real estate investing. Thank you so much. You gave me tips on how to organize things at home. I think
All
we all
right.
learned something here. So congrats on the 500 pesos worth of gift certificates from All Home.
Okay, so congrats again to our winners. And a special thank you to AllHome for partnering with us in this episode of Investment Lab. Make sure you check out their website, allhome.com.ph, for all your home and renovation needs. And with that, we would once again like to thank our speaker, Miss Doris Andy, for her talk about tidying up your condo spaces. We also want to thank everyone at home for watching. We really hope that you got some key takeaways and enjoyed.
Yep. So thanks everyone. We want to invite you all to our further future events and let us know in the comments what other topics you want to learn about. You can stay updated by following our social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn at Vista Residences Official. That's it for today. See you next time and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
Nothing is as precious as life's fleeting moments. In them, we feel alive. In them, we see the things that matter most. Vista Residences lets you live in these moments by being just a heartbeat away from everything. Whether in pursuit of dreams or in pursuit of the best things in life, no one should be too far away from where their passions reside. We create beautiful spaces to live in the middle of the city, so anyone can make of the moment and live those moments beautifully. At Vista Residences, we're proud to build according to the idea of the global Filipino. We set our sights to global standards while keeping to a distinctly Filipino touch. At Vista Residences, one will never be away from where the heart is, because we will always be in the heart of the city. Whether for leasing or for owning, make an investment that matters. Invest in Vista Residences. It is where life's best moments happen.